Yes, it's been 1 week of reading the Bible with me. And like I promised, I'm going to share what I learned from what read throughout the week. And so this is what I was able to learn. And I hope that you'll make comments and you'll share what you learned, or even if it's comments about what I'm going to share that I learned. I ask that just make your comments, make your contributions. Like I said, we're going to be learning from one another. So last week, in Genesis chapter 4 and verse 15, it talks about how God placed a mark on Cain and said no one should kill Cain. That's Cain that actually sinned. And so if God can protect Cain, who is a sinner, how much more will God not protect each and every one of us? So I pray that the Lord will put his mark on you and it will protect you, not just from somebody that will kill you, it will protect you from diseases, from infections, anything. The Lord will protect you. Then in Genesis chapter 9 and verse 24, I read about how Noah was drunk and his son came and looked at his nakedness. And when Noah woke up, he said that he knew what his son had done. And it dawned on me that there's really nothing hidden. It's just a matter of time, that time is the revealer of truth. So anything you're not proud to say in the open, don't do it in the dark. Don't keep secrets that you think you can't defend in the open. Then Genesis 11 verse 6, it talks about how the people were trying to build the Tower of Babel. And I realized that in that particular one, it talks about unity, about the importance of unity, about the importance of oneness. So I encourage us, let's be united. A united front is a better force to fight anything. Husbands and wives, let's be united. Siblings, let's be united. And then in Genesis chapter 20 and verse 17, that was when it talked about how the Lord shut the womb of Abimelech's wife and his servants because of Sarah. That is, sometimes we go through issues and we think it's something we have done or something we didn't do, but it might just be that God is trying to teach us a lesson. So let's be sensitive about what we learn. In Job chapter 1 to 7, which we read yesterday, I actually learned a lot of things there. I learned that Job is an example of the fulfillment of the admonition that in everything we should give thanks. Because when his children died, the first thing that Job did was to worship God. In chapter 1, verse 20, he says, after his children died, he fell to the ground and worshipped God. Job is an example of praying and worshiping God, even when things don't seem right. And then in Job chapter 1, verse 16, something happened there that made me realize that, just like I said earlier on, sometimes we go through things and it's actually God telling us, teaching us some things. In Job chapter 1, verse 16, he says, the fire of God fell from heaven and burned up the sheep and servant. It was the fire of God. So it might be God sometimes teaching us lessons. But in Job chapter 4, Eliphaz is Job's friend. Be careful the kind of friends you keep. Because instead of Eliphaz coming to encourage Job, he actually came to condemn him, like he was waiting for something to happen so that he will have the opportunity to say what has been on his mind. So be careful the kind of friends you keep. I know this was a long one, but that's been almost like 21 chapters. So I had to summarize 21 chapters in 4 minutes. I hope you learned something and I hope you'll continue on this journey with me. And I hope to learn from you as well. So please make comments as you deem fit and excuse my voice. It's like I'm coming down with a cold. No, it's not COVID. It's just a cold. Thank you. Have a blessed week and I hope to be in your space again next week. Have a blessed week.